Plank Challenge. I'm Leanne and we're at Transformations Yoga and Pilates Studio, and today is day 11 and we're going to be focusing on the side plank and some small variations that you can add into this to make it more challenging, and that's only if you wish to make it more challenging. So just to go over a few points, in our plank you can do the plank from the knees. And you just want the hips, the ribs, and the shoulders to be aligned. You have to find a spot that feels good for your elbow, right? Everyone's going to have a different spot. And if you need some extra padding on the elbow, you can do so. And you want to be able to have that gravity is going through the shoulder and down into the elbow. You're actually trying to load the joint and let your forearm help you. And we pick up between the ribs and the hips. So you're having a little lifting up. And we just watch for things like turning inwards, right? You want to think of your shoulder blades and your rib cage pulling you back to help open up. The other thing that we can do is, of course, extend the legs right out. And so I'm just extending my legs out, and we have the option of using blankets. I'm going to show you that today. So if you're extending the legs out, once again, you're doing this lift up here. You want to have a mat underneath your ankles. So for today, I thought I would show you how you can do this. I'm going to do it with a blanket today. I just have a couple of blankets and it raises up. You can also use a stool, which I'm not including in the video today, but we'll do it another day because the stool's a little bit higher. But you're doing the same movement, relaxing the shoulders down, hugging the belly in, and you're going to lift up, right? And we're going to be holding our planks for 30 seconds today and having 10-second rest. And we're only going to do two on each side. The other option is to use a Basu, and I'm not saying you have one of these at home, but if you do have an opportunity to use one, it can challenge you a little more because we're engaging a little more core as we're demanding the body to stabilize on that unstable surface. There's lots, of course, they're available at your local gyms and fitness centers, right? Or maybe something you want to add to your Christmas list. So relax the shoulders down and you would lift up. So there can be a little more movement and a little less stability than you would have with a blanket or with a stool. All right, so you're going to find out what works good for you today. Whether it's bent knees or extending the legs out or having one knee bent, one leg extending out, you're going to find out what works for you. All right, so we're going to get started extending the legs out. I'm going to come away from this blanket a little bit. Think of the ribs and the shoulders working for you. Relax the shoulders down, chin is in, lift. Yay! So we're really working through the obliques and very deep muscles of the back called the QLs, right? The quadratus lumborum. And those are the muscles in the body that actually help you to carry things. So when you're standing and carry things, and they allow you to contract, and they give us tons of stability to the body as well. So we want to keep them strong, but we also want to stretch them out. Stretch them out after our challenge. And rest. So when you're resting, you can bend the knees, you can relax down, you can move forward. All right, but just get yourself ready, relax. Think of the lifting from the ribs and the hips. So we're not thinking that we're having to push into the forearms or the elbows. It's not about that. That's being nice and really, I don't even know the word. Me lost for words, that's very unusual. So we're just lifting up, hugging the belly in, working. Hopefully you're feeling this right through the underside of the body, and then come down and rest. So we're going to go on to the other side. Of course, you can use a blanket. Both your legs bent, or extend up and lift, right? Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaws. Now, I will say that I find the higher the legs get up, that I find it to be easier. That's not for everybody, right? You can have the hands out here, or you can start reaching the arms up. And if your shoulders feel comfortable, you can start reaching the arms over, right? Jazz hands, right? Anything you like. Notice how you feel? Almost done. And then come down. And you can rest, take the legs in. And remember, you can still keep the knees bent and have that lift. So we're going to challenge ourselves one more time. Lengthening out and lift. So the whole core is still working, right? Shoulder girdle, right? We're getting into the belly, into the muscles of the back, into the obliques, into the hips, gluteus minimus and medius, and the adductors, the inner thighs working. They're on fire. Go, go, go. You're almost done. Holding but not holding your breath, not holding your breath. And relax down. Good. You did a great job. So now we're going to come up for a little stretch. You come onto your mat and your hands are about, and feet are not too close to each other because that can take away from your stretch. You just gently take your hands off to one side and move the hips back. Your knees can be together or apart when you do this, and you're just reaching back and relaxing the head down. So this gets into those deep muscles, the QLs, but because they're deep muscles, you may not feel it in the quadratus lumborum, right? You may feel it more through the lats and into the underarm and the arm itself, as that's where your lats attach. And then you just come up and you go to the other side, relaxing the shoulders down and just reach back. Of course, you can add to your stretches when you're finished from the little tutorial we did on stretches on our rest day. And we will be having another rest day coming up. And everyone likes the rest days. And then gently, you just come up and you're all done. So I hope you enjoyed challenging yourself today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another plank challenge where we're going to be doing not only full plank, but side plank together for 30 seconds. Peace.